So, hi friends, today we are discussing a very important topic which is longevity. So, what does longevity mean? Longevity, in this context, what we are discussing today is how to stay healthy and live longer. Longevity may have many definitions, but we are discussing in terms of human longevity, human beings' longevity, and how we can live longer and healthier. Now, this is going to be the biggest race of the coming, few years. Every country is working on one or the other medicine which can improve the life of a human being. And I won't be surprised if there are wars between countries to get ahead in terms of finding the right technology to ensure that their citizens live longer. That's why this topic is very, very important. And there are many theories, many techniques which are currently prevalent through which you can actually increase your life expectancy. Now, we'll discuss some of them, which are almost natural techniques. There'll be a separate video which I'll make about what advancements have happened in terms of technology and medicines, which will ensure that you just swallow a pill and you can increase your life by certain months, maybe, or years. So, that's a separate topic we'll discuss later. Today, we will discuss some of the techniques which are natural and which can improve your life expectancy by 10 years. Now, one caveat or disclaimer is that see, every information that reaches you, you may always feel that I already know it because we are in information age. So everything has been seen somewhere, everything has been read somewhere. There is nothing that you have not seen or heard. But that doesn't make you a great person. You become a great person if you have implemented something out of that. And that is why it's important that you watch this video and implement at least two or three things rather than just knowing it. Everybody knows everything nowadays because of the information age. So, my sincere request is at least implement three or four things out of this, and you would for sure feel more healthier, and definitely your life expectancy would get enhanced. So, first one is intermittent fasting. Everybody knows the benefits of fasting, but how many of us actually do it? The simple method is to ensure that either every day you fast for 12 to 16 hours daily, or every week at least once you fast for 12 to 16, or every month once. So there is no limit. Start somewhere. That is most important. What it does is it promotes autophagy, which is a very interesting concept. Autophagy is a internal process of the body through which if you fast for certain hours, then all the bad cells or the components of bad cells are automatically repaired because you are in the fasting phase, and that is why or the all the carcinogenic cells are actually removed from your body, and that's why you live longer. There are a lot of other benefits also. The purpose of this video is not so that you can get all the information here. The purpose of this video is to just tell you that intermittent fasting is something all the known rich people, influential people are already doing it. Why are you not doing it? Do some research. Find the influencers who are, or find the experts who have been practicing fasting for many years. Learn from them. My video is only aimed at pointing you towards these techniques so that you can do deep research on it. So, intermittent fasting definitely has a lot of benefits. Start somewhere. If not for 16 hours, at least start for 8 to 9 hours. I used to always feel that if I eat dinner early, then I'll feel hungry by midnight. But trust me, you never would feel that. Maybe first 2 days you may, but after that, things would become very normal. Now there are different types of fasting. There is something called time restricted fasting, which is like eat within a set window. This is the most common kind of fasting that people across the world follow. That means 8 hours of eating and then 16 hours of just not eating anything. Alternate day fasting is also effective. Now, it all depends on how your body cycle works. You can start slow and then slowly increase the pace. There are some who follow also this kind of diet wherein they eat normally for 5 days and then they have 2 days wherein they are extremely restricted. And there are some who have been advanced practitioners who do extended fast for 24 hours and so. So whatever suits your bill, just go for that. Now, breathing benefits, everybody has been, hearing about it. Some do practice it. This is the bare minimum you should do for your body. You know, when your breathing pattern is normal, when you're breathing the right way, then oxygen reaches all those corners of your body wherein there is a degenerative cell which is rotting, and it can rectify it. That is why it's important that you do take time out during the day and at least do some amount of deep breathing. And this is the best method to do breathing, which is practicing box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and while I'm saying 4 seconds of release, you can also increase the release to 6 seconds maybe. It's important that you take longer time to release and then again start the same process. Now what it does is it lowers your cortisol. Now what is cortisol? Cortisol is actually a stress hormone. Whenever you have high stress, the body automatically generates cortisol, which is harmful for your body. Your cortisol should always be low. With deep breathing, what you're doing is you're normalizing or lowering your cortisol. That's why it's important. Third one, grounding. Now, there are up-teen videos which talk about how effective it is to walk barefoot. Now, what it does is it promotes grounding. And what grounding does is it lowers your body voltage. When your body voltage is very high, what it would do is it would impact you at the tissue or cell level, and it will eventually lead you to some terminal illnesses. Now, you can do a simple experiment. If you have a voltmeter at home, you can check your body voltage prior to holding or prior to charging the phone next to you. And then when you're charging the phone next to you, you will see that your body voltage goes very high, from maybe 45 to 440, which is dangerous for you over a period of time. That's why strong recommendation, never ever charge the phone in the same room where you sleep in the night. Now, I have a very interesting podcast that I would sincerely wish that all of you watch. I have given the title of it. This gives you all the details about why grounding is important, how you can do grounding even inside your room. There are grounding mats which are available on Amazon, not that expensive, you can buy them. Strong recommendation. You should definitely watch this podcast of Rajshamani. Sleep. There is no substitute for sleep. Everybody knows this. As per one of the research, two of the biggest factors for healthy living, which contribute to almost 60 to 70% of your well being, is one of them is definitely sleep, which has 40% contribution. That means if you go to gym regularly, if you eat good food, what not you do, but your sleep is disturbed, 50% chances are that nothing else will work. That's why sleep is extremely important. Do as much as research, spend as much money as possible so that you get good sleep. Best mattress, best music while you're trying to sleep. Sleep expert, you should be watching their videos every now and then, because sleep is that important. It has 40% contribution to your health. Next is another interesting topic. Every every person knows that eating junk food is bad for health, but it's a craving, we cannot help it. You would eventually, or every alternate day, feel like having something which which helps you get over that craving. But every time you have some junk food, it's important that you match it up with some kind of non processed vegetable or nut. This is the way in which you can control the harm effects of junk food. Now, another podcast that I want you to watch is wherein one of the very, very famous influencer, Flying Beast, actually is a guest in this podcast of Raj Shamani. Now, what Flying Beast has done is that they have done, experiments wherein uh, every day they were having some or the other junk food, but sometimes immediately after having the junk food, they had some unprocessed vegetable, boiled or otherwise. And what they found is the sugar spike, which is caused by the junk food, is automatically negated when you eat some kind of vegetable immediately after that. So, while you cannot control the craving for junk food, at least every day have some bit of raw vegetable, and it will go a long way in keeping yourself healthy. Cold exposure. Definitely, taking bath with cold water has its own benefits. What it does is, when you take bath in cold water, what it does is, it the blood circulation across the body is speeded up so that your body can stay warm, and that improves your health condition. That is why it's important that even though you're taking a hot shower, last 30 seconds should be a cold shower. That's very important. Supplements. All the health influencers that I know, all of them are into supplements. All the successful rich people whose podcast or whose interviews I have heard, all of them are taking at least 10 to 15 supplements a day. So it's important that you also understand that not everything, all the nutrients that your body needs can be supplied by the food that you're eating. So some of it needs to be substituted by these supplements. I am not asking you to start taking supplements right away. At least research on the space, figure out what are the most common supplements that all of them are taking. Consult your doctor to figure out whether it's healthy, whether it has any side effects, knowing your health condition, and then go for it. Soak up the sun. So the morning sunlight, which is the early morning sunlight, is very very beneficial in improving your circadian rhythm. Now, what is circadian rhythm? Your body operates as per a certain biological clock. If you remember, without anybody telling you, you get up at a certain time, then you get on with certain set of activities. When you eat something heavy, the burp comes. So there is an internal biological process that operates by itself, and it is very important for your well-being that that biological process operates well. When you are exposed to sunlight on a daily basis, that circadian rhythm operates at a very good efficiency, and things are in control. That's why it's important that every day you soak up sun for some bit, maybe for half an hour. But it's important that you take the sunlight early in the day, not after 12 o'clock afternoon. What's the term biological age? We have always heard about calendar age, right? When somebody asks you what's your age, you say I'm 35 or 32. That's the calendar age, which is calculated based on when you were born and where you are now. Now, the interesting concept is a concept called biological age. Calendar age and biological age both need not be same. So you may be 35 as per the calendar age, but your biological age may be 54. That means you are overaged already from within. Now, with right in influx of all these techniques, even though your calendar age is increasing, you can reverse your biological age. That means even though you're 41 as per calendar age, your biological age may be around 25. That is why it's first important to know what this concept is and use these techniques to reduce your biological age. This person, I'm sure you would have heard about him, Brian Johnson. He is an expert in terms of longevity hacks. This is how he used to look in 2018, and 2024 this is how he looks. And he has mastered this technique of becoming younger or reducing the biological age. You won't believe his daily routine. He has a blueprint diet which consists of 1977 calories per day. He takes around 100 plus supplements every day. All of these techniques are available and he has recorded them. You can hear his podcast, you can go to his website and download this blueprint diet as well. But I am not saying follow him, but listen to these kind of influences in this space, longevity space, so that you understand what techniques they are adopting to increase their lifespan. That is very important. The whole idea of this video is for you to be aware that all of these things work as long as you prepare a plan and implement it. So that's it from my side. If you like this video, do share and subscribe to my channel and forward it to your friends.